Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. I just had a throat lozenge, so my mouth feels like this song. Last time, we went through D Tour, making it all the way up to the moon, fighting Sectonia and beyond as the great king of D. This time, there remains only one mode that we can do without having people fly on airplanes, and that's the arena. As with D Tour, there is ranking over Street Pass. I just realized that John is the one who created this Mii, so in a sense he also kind of owns my high scores, but we won't get into that. Going on in. We have some cute little gondolas to carry us around to every copy ability there is. There's all sorts of good copy abilities. If you want to go purely for fastest kills, hammer is the way to go. It's usually what speedruns use. It's what the dev team used when they were debugging the game. There's some cheese strats with things like wheel. As I've said, you can take advantage of the invincibility by doing those little bunny hops and doing donuts in it and stuff. Those are good. I think I'm going to start off with hammer just because it is my personal favorite. It's the one that's kind of not really steered me wrong all that much. Here's all the other ones. There is access to abilities like Mike if you want to easily win against whoever the first boss is. You're very limited. You can't really use the air bullet. You'd have to drop your power up and then suck in stars to damage the first boss if you want to save it for somebody. So that's why I'm not using something like that. If you've ever played All-Star Mode in Super Smash Bros. Melee, the second comparison to what we're doing, or I guess any Smash Bros. Beyond Melee as well, you know exactly what to expect. You're being timed, because we are fighting every single boss in rapid succession. These are the rematch versions of the bosses who don't have as much health as usual. Here we're starting off on the mid-bosses with Bonkers. He, as we demonstrated before, can't really hurt with his coconuts too much if you stand behind him. Yeah, he's really kind of a joke. I can't believe I got hurt by his lifeless corpse more than I got hurt by him. Hornhead. Okay, he's going over that way. We're gonna let him bump into the wall, and then we're just going to pound on his bomb a little bit. I've taken more damage than I would like. Usually it's when they're dying, their corpse just kind of runs into me. We're at 38 seconds. And there's limited healing. There's 4 Maxim tomatoes as well as 1 that you can take with you in your inventory. Painter is our next boss. We have 9 to go. The clock isn't ticking in these little rest areas in between, so there's all the time in the world to consider if you want a different copy ability, if any, or if you feel like you need to heal. Healing is limited as those Maxim tomatoes don't come back. However, after enough fights, they might sometimes grow back into these small tomatoes that recover half health. You might get a little extra help with them. And if I can just be straight with you for a moment, we aren't going to really see much new about these guys. This also isn't even the toughest challenge that we're going to be facing here. So I'm just gonna speed through this and talk to you about the miscellaneous topics that didn't really fit anywhere else throughout our travels up the Dreamstock. Actually, before we get into that, I wanna show you my failures. Well, crap, I just realized this health bar hadn't shown up yet, so that was just a colossal waste. Oh, that hurts. I had a grandmaster plan and everything. Should something like that ever happen, remember that that some of these bosses do give honest-to-goodness copy abilities. I just jumped on in! Yeah, I know, I was so close to becoming the champ. Just walked off the cliff in the final battle when I was doing really well. Oh, and on my repeat attempt, I get Pyribbit first. Thanks, game. Well, at least he's out of the way early, and I'm at full health. All right, 4 buds at once. How bad could it be? Kirby sure seems scared. Number 1 is going to roll along the ground. Number 2 is gonna roll. Number 3 is gonna roll. Number 4 is gonna bounce. No, no, no! Again, the bottomless pit. If I had quit, do I get the keychains? Because I picked up a lot. I'll be right back. No better place to start than the title screen and the little details that go with. Kirby waves at the camera, and then we'll do 2 random animations out of 5. Some of these are unique. Waving with 2 hands. That sitting one's nice. Looking around. Looking down. Stretching. And in DD flying on the title screen is our reward for finishing the main adventure. He's free. Free to fly around like the bird he is. Speaking of DD, Shinya Kumazaki, the director of pretty much every modern Kirby game, is the voice of DD. It's not uncommon for directors to do little bit parts that there's not a lot of glory in playing. Not saying that DD isn't a glorious man, just that he's grunting and groaning and that's about it. I asked you guys about the technical issues with the mirrors, if any of you could prove why exactly you can't have copy abilities in mirror rooms. And there's a lot of technical problems like animations getting stuck. Mirrors in video games are always difficult due to the fact that you either have to use some programming trick or render everything twice, both of which are not ideal. I was sent a video by Twitter user KirbyPuff31290 / Japanese name bot / real / Giratina312901. How do you remember all these names? They showed me what happens when you use Hypernova, and yeah, it's pretty funny. An incredibly minor regional difference in Kirby Triple Deluxe is after it was recognized as a Nintendo Select and given a discount, Bruno Burt is outside the frame in the American cover, but inside it in the European cover. Fascinating. Either way, he didn't get Mike Wazowski'd, and that's what's important. For Kirby's birthday on the release year of Triple Deluxe, a bunch of Kirby fan art was made into a collage, making it officially recognized. In the goal game, if a player gets 7, then 6, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in that order in each level playthrough, you get a special animation and 30 extra lives. Here's the game over screen you've never seen. The most powerful recovery item is one we haven't seen. After losing to the same boss multiple times over, eventually Waddle Dee will cough up a reviving tomato that resurrects Kirby when he dies. One-time use. You're welcome, fan sites that had no pictures of this. This next one is just a general fact. There are no publicly accessible copies of uncompressed versions of the cutscenes. It's a shame because they did a great job animating them, but they got kind of mutilated by the video compression. If you have copies of these, maybe protect your identity before you share them. Okay, 3 attempts in. Archer, sword, I do get full health sword beams at the start of this fight. Probably not gonna keep that. I don't want to have ice for this. Ice is just so short range, and I don't want to have ice physics. Maybe sword? I've been making some miracles happen with hammer, and that's short range in its purest form. I do get the skyward strike if I just really want to get in some cheap damage from across the field and play defensively. You can hit them during that! Suddenly feeling a lot better about my choice. Sliver of damage there. During this last fight, the clock is hidden. No seeing exactly how well you're doing, you gotta find out at the end if you even make it that far. Gonna need to be careful with that attack. I can see that killing me very realistically, and I don't want to fall off the cliff for the 3rd time. I like how this is a, the arena, a test of strength against the strongest beings in all of Dreamland, and yet the thing that has cost me the most is the bottomless pit, myself. Just falling down myself has been the worst thing. Not giving up my power-up, as nice as that damage would have been. Okay. Got ya. Gonna do more. Got ya. Knocked you right out of your attack. Didn't need to wait any longer. Those down attacks are about to get dangerous. I could see a very realistic attack arc that would cause me to hit those. Just be careful. Just stand up here in the corner. You'll never find me here. Oh, nice. That was a good combo attack. Wasn't even aiming for that. I was trying to do something else. I was trying to just see if I could get a couple of regular slashes going in the air, and then it just happened. Oh boy. Well, there goes that. Just barely can't reach them when they're all the way up there. Boom! Smacked him right in the looker. They don't really have kissers, given that they're eyes. Life really made so much more sense when I found out why they say hit them in the kisser. Because I didn't really get what that meant, because it feels like on TV whenever they hit someone in the kisser, it's anywhere on the body, and I didn't get what that meant. I'm like, you saying you want to kiss their ass? Jeez. Okay, going under. So I don't have to deal with the bouncing. Don't want the bouncing. Okay, maybe we can get, boom! Just pop him right in the eye. Plummet. This is a really good attack to get in some cheap damage on. It's just, they're so vulnerable during it. They give you stars constantly. Look at that. I almost comboed them all the way through this phase. Ha, Queen Sectonia will never find me up here in front of her eyes. No, really, she won't. Imagine, hey, I ain't getting it. So if they gave her a new version for this, that would have been really bad. I wish my air bullet could hurt you even just a little bit. I would just be able to kill you by breathing on you, actually. Which is probably why they didn't do that. Kabam! Do I have to do the Hypernova section? I don't know the answer to that question. No! 11:54. And you get to keep the keychains. Deity Ball. I feel like that's always one of the first keychains I get. I'm a little surprised that I got it this late. Could be my imagination, though. A repeat of a Scarfy. The only thing worse than one Scarfy is two. Myga. From Kirby Squeak Squad. Mega Titan. That's pretty cool looking. And the Amazing Mirror. I don't remember it. I'm sure it killed me a lot because I was very terrible at that game, but also the frame rate was bad, so. Mint Leaf. This is kind of funny. This was localized as Mint Leaf all the way back in Kirby's Dream Land, and they've stuck to their guns on that interpretation of this, even though it's actually supposed to be a sweet potato. To this day, it remains one of the only consistent differences in the non-Japanese language versions of Kirby. Fire Kirby once again, praise that a lot. Meta Knight from Kirby's Adventure. So dark and mysterious. For clearing the arena and clearing D2D Tour, there is one more reward. The True Arena! Can you become a Kirby Master? In True Arena, you can challenge other players' Street Pass records. Look at him dance to the music! Menu theme has changed. We have the rainbows from the D2D Tour credits. D2D Tour credits. And we have another medal here. Our completion percentage is 90%. Look at us moving up to an A-. How are our keychains looking? I'm really curious on this, exactly how much grinding I'm gonna have to do. 220. Not horrible. Since I haven't shown it yet, the rank at 200 I unlocked as Legendary Collector. You can see it right now. It's so boppin'. You know what? I'm gonna let you listen to this. Next time on Kirby Triple Deluxe, it'll be everything we haven't seen and the True Arena. See you guys then.